I hope everybody's doing well. So real quick, I sat down and I tried to do a reading about your next 48 and I couldn't read it. I can't get off of this thought in my head of doing a what you should know or what you need to know reading. I'm going to stop fighting it and I'm going to put that reading off for later. And I'm going to go ahead and try to do this, what you need to know. So I'm trying to be obedient here. What I'm hearing I need to do instead of doing what I want. So I don't know what's meant to come out in this reading, but hopefully there's some messages here that will be helpful. So we're going to use the sticker box to pull some stickers to get the piles. We'll do 4 piles. So let's see. What do you need to know? Pile 1. Okay, never seen this before. There's like a whole ocean full of animals inside of this crystal. Clear quartz, I'm assuming. But you have a big well in there. You have some jellyfish, just a regular fish. Okay, so that'll be pile 1. Pile 2, what do you need to know? I pulled this before. I pull this a lot, actually. So you have the little screen here with the rainbow, and then you have some headphones that are on here. Okay. So pile 3, what do you need to know? Oop. Get back in there. Y'all have a donut here that has arms and legs and eyes and a mouth, and it's drinking some coffee. That's the opposite of what you see, right? Okay, so pile 4. What do you need to know? And y'all have the pink old radio. All right. Interesting. Okay. So, what do you need to know? What was I fixing to say? I was fixing to say introduction. Right after the introduction, right after the intro here. That was weird because this is retro, you know, and that was like an old way of saying that. But anyway. Right after this intro, there's a little bit of a meditation. If you want to take a minute to set your intentions, I would recommend always doing that. Whatever you need to hear for your highest good, what will be helpful for you to be able to move forward in the best way possible. Keep an open mind. These could be messages for someone around you or close to you, where maybe perhaps you're needing to get some advice to share. And yeah, that's it. Never let a reading take away from you. These are meant to be helpful. So click off at any time if you feel uncomfortable. And yeah, timestamps for everything will be down below, and I will see you at your pile. Hey, pile 1. So if you chose this, I think it's clear quartz here with the ocean in it, with all these different animals here. Now, the first thing I thought when this came out, we're talking about what you need to know. I feel like seeing your emotions or seeing someone's emotions clearly is what you need to know. With this big well here, it always reminds me of, like, you know, they're the big emotions, so biggest of the ocean here. So there's something to do with seeing someone's emotions clearly, seeing someone's big emotions clearly. Okay, so what do you need to know? I am actually just going to start in the tarot, and we'll see where that takes us. I'm sure I'll get some oracles later, but I just feel called to just start right into the tarot. And I am using my old junkety, raggedy looking regular right away tarot. I don't know why, but sometimes I just feel drawn to this. Usually it's when the messages are kind of harder to navigate through, so y'all keep in mind, never let a tarot reading take away from your day or anything like that. Only take the messages that resonate, and if you feel like it's too triggering, just simply click off. You're in control of that. Okay. What does pile 1 need to know at this time? I just saw the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. So you have an Ace of Wands, so you have maybe a new opportunity here. What does You have a Knight of Swords in the reverse. So there may be somebody coming towards you very quickly, maybe very unexpectedly. Ten of Swords in reverse. You could have had an ending here with someone. This could be somebody rushing in to kind of prevent this as well. You have a Tower here. So you may have a Tower coming towards you, someone coming towards you. There's this opportunity here. And you go from, this is a cycle I'm looking at. Okay. You go from the 10, the ace to the 10. You have action in the middle of this, unexpected, and a Tower moment that's coming in. I feel big emotions here too. Why is that Ace of Wands here? Tell me about that. Six of Swords, an opportunity to get to a calmer place. Knight of Swords in reverse. The Two of Wands in the reverse. Someone coming in. This is like someone, this is unexpected. This is not, they're not even planning. They don't, this is someone that's not even, don't even have a plan. There's just rushing in. Ten of Swords in the reverse. Page of Pentacles in reverse. Person may have procrastinated or procrastinated this, and now that they don't, now it's like they're rushing in last minute. What is the Tower here? Scorpio energy. A Five of, yeah, this is somebody I feel like that's trying to, are they mad? Like what, why is this coming in this way? What, something didn't work out for this, what, okay, hold on, I'm getting ahead of myself. Why is the Two of Wands here in reverse? Something didn't work out for this person, or 4, 5, 6. Six of Wands. I feel like something may have not have worked out for this person. This Knight of Wands, they're coming in very, this is quick. Like, somebody that's just sitting there and they're like, I gotta do something, and they just kind of jump up and go. They don't have a plan or anything. This could be like an unexpected or uninvited guest, you know? Why is that Page of Pentacles in reverse, though? With that, they waited too long. Ace of Pentacles. This is somebody that waited too long to offer you something. They also may have had an offer that failed, like they lost an opportunity, or they don't want to lose an opportunity. Tell me about that Five of, something's going on with this person though. Why they're being so quick about this? Why are they being like this? Why is that Ace of Wands there? The Fool. They're just taking a risk. They're just doing something. What is this about? What didn't work out here? That Four of Wands in reverse. There may have been a relationship that didn't work out. A contract, commitment, something here that didn't work out. And so they're rushing towards you. I mean, this could just be you. I think this has to do with some kind of contract or something. Anyway, okay. Tell me about that Ten of Pentacles. What is this about? Queen of Swords. I think you're fixing to tell somebody, like, I love her hand in that card. She's like, well, look at this. Solid foundation right here. What is going on here? Why is that Five of Wands in the reverse of the Tower? Someone needing to get out of their head. Someone just needing to get out of their head. They're trying to get themselves unstuck, though. Why is the Queen of Swords with that Ten of Pentacles? The Six of Cups. Okay. Six of Wands in the reverse. And the Nine of Wands in the reverse. You have history here with this person. There's a foundation here of some sort. But there's a lack of recognizing something in the past. How difficult something was in the past. This almost feels like someone not learning their lesson in some kind of way. Yeah, the Three of Pentacles in the reverse at the Hierophant. There's the lesson. The Three of Cups in the reverse. The Ten of Wands. This is like somebody that creates a mess and like brings it to you to fix it. They're not. They're not getting. They're waiting or not getting something that they feel like they need or they deserve or some. They don't have what they need here, and they're waiting or something on that. They don't have any other choice, or they're blaming others for this in some sense, not taking responsibility here for why you've distanced yourself or why there's distance here between the two of you. This is someone that's like blaming others, though. They're coming in. This is someone emotional too, by the way. There's a lesson here that this person is going through, and it has to do with something not working out for them the way that they intended. Where do you stand here? I think this Queen of Swords. But you stand on something solid here, right? Tell me about this. See the way she's like, look at this. See this? This is like past energy and something being very difficult. Remember the past when I offered you something here? This was really difficult. You couldn't do it on your own, or you needed somebody, or the Ten of Wands in reverse can be like something is too hard to do on your own, so you have to kind of leave it behind. Wasn't successful, something here. Remember this? You're standing on business. What's this person doing over here? What's going on over here with them? What is happening here? Why are they in this energy? It still hasn't really told me. What's that Four of Wands in the reverse consist of? What didn't work out here? What is this about? The King of Swords. This person, they were trying to be strategic in something. They may have not been honest about something. What is this about? They regret. Somebody regrets something here. They weren't honest about something. Didn't go in the way that they anticipated for it to go. Maybe they were waiting for you to come towards them, you know. They were just kind of waiting for that, and it's not happening. Now, they may feel like you're already in something else. And this person may regret not being honest with you about something. Someone that may be worried you've moved on, because that can be this. Anyway, the point is that this person is taking a risk coming towards you. The Six of Swords. And they're in this like a hurry because something didn't go the way that they anticipated, and now they feel as if maybe they're running out of time here. They procrastinated or waited too long. Now you're just completely over it. There's a Tower moment. Tell me more about that. The World in reverse. There's a lack of closure that's here. You know, there's a Tower moment around something ending and someone being in their head about it. I think there's a realization someone might be having that something actually could be completely over. Okay. What is this about? Queen of Swords. Page of Wands. Yeah, this is like, hey, look at this. Look at this. What is that? Nine of Wands in the reverse. Six of Wands in the reverse. Yep, you have the Four of Pentacles and the Star in reverse. This is like you no longer have this desire or hope to try to hold on to something here. Or This is like giving someone something, but they didn't do what they should have with it. See, I did this here, and I stand on business here. I did this, and you don't have anything to show for it. What does that mean? Aquarius energy's there. Yeah, the Two of Swords in reverse. It's like cutting someone out or cutting someone off because of that. And Judgment in reverse. This is like saying it's your fault, you know, that I've blocked this out, or I've cut you off here. This is your fault. I don't have a lot of faith in this here. Scorpio energy's there. So there's somebody you're dealing with here had an inability to change a situation, or they didn't utilize the opportunity when they had it in some kind of way. And this is standing on business here and reflecting on the past and the choices that were made and the decisions, the judgment calls that were made, and not having a lot of faith in the situation anymore. This is asking someone to look at this. What is the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse? With that Page of Pentacles in the reverse. There's the Three of Pentacles again. This is like waiting too long to work something out. And the Ten of Swords is in reverse. That Page of Pentacles in reverse. It's like someone waiting too long to try to figure something out or work something out, and they lose the opportunity altogether. Four of Swords. The Three of Cups in the reverse. The Six of Pentacles in reverse. God, I just got really anxious. Really anxious. Really, really anxious. Out of nowhere. Four of Swords. Reevaluating a relationship. Giving in a relationship. Giving reciprocity. Back and forth when it comes to a relationship. Reevaluating this. Yeah, the Two of Pentacles. Getting your priorities in order. Six of Pentacles. The Emperor in reverse. No longer giving to a situation. Getting your priorities in order. Queen of Wands in the reverse. Empress in the reverse. Queen of Cups. Knight of Cups in the reverse. There's a lot of energies. Blah, 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 blah. Just flown all over the place in this. A lot of mixed emotions that are just being tossed around in this whole thing. There's been a possible betrayal, a lack of trust, taking responsibility, lots of different things. There's longevity here, you know, lots of different things going back and forth. Very emotionally confusing, right? When it comes to choices and decisions and reasoning. And there's that scattered energy. Which direction to go with something. Someone's very stabilized in their emotions and someone is not. But someone lacks direction and security. I don't even know what I mean by that. Where did that even come from? Anyway, let's see if there's someone. Obviously, there's someone here, right? Taking a chance. But there is a. I just heard "Love is a Battlefield" in my head. The song. I've been having a lot of songs coming through lately. Because I was thinking, you know, this looks like the battlefield between two people that's going on, and there's a lot of stuff. You have the 10 and the Tower. Okay, anyway. What? I don't even know what I want to ask. Unworthy. You're a better person than I am. and forgiveness. I'm struggling to get over the past. And absence. I feel like a part of me is missing without you. Back and forth energies. These back and forth energies. You have neglected at the bottom. I failed to give you what you need. Mend. And escape. I left when things get hard. Commitment. There's somebody here in a commitment that may be realizing that when things kind of got difficult, they just ran or escaped to something else. And there's this understanding of wanting to fix it, but feeling neglected or feeling like the other person failed to, or wanting to fix it, or someone feeling like they failed to give the other what they needed, or someone feeling neglected here, an inability to be there when the other person needed them. This may feel like a result of someone, like you being there for someone when they needed you, but when you really needed them, they weren't there, and they may have distanced themselves because they didn't know how to handle that situation, and instead it seems like they used you or abandoned you or neglected you when you needed them. This may be something this is someone maybe coming into an understanding with, but there's still this understanding here of past energy and what happened with the past energy, and standing on what you know, or standing on business when it comes to this. I think there's an opportunity for forgiveness here, but not all of you are going to be in that space. So this is what you need to know. There also may be someone here that doesn't have what they need. There's this idea of this emotional support. Or being with someone that doesn't have what you need. Being highlighted. Tell me more about this. Hold on. I want to get something. Obviously there's this other energy. What would this person say that's here? 2 pile 1. Oh, you may be dealing with the water sign too, because the ocean and the seeing clearly, your emotions clearly. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. So tell me, what would this person say? My life is not as together as it seems. We are not right for each other. Yeah, I felt that. Someone not being able to give the other what they need. I love you. That's kind of crazy, huh? That you have that absence right there with, I miss being with you. I hide behind material things. My life is not as together as it seems. This may be somebody that feels like they don't have what they need for themselves. You inspire me. We are not right for each other. I just saw you didn't see my tears, but I stopped it. It didn't come out because a whole bunch was trying to come out at once. You did not break me. I love you. This is like somebody saying, I still love you no matter what. I hope I'll see you again sometime. Yeah, I miss being with you, absence, and I hope I'll see you again sometime. Ugh, okay. I'm going to stop because that's going to make me emotional. Let's get some advice. What advice do you have for pile 1? Realignment. Shift your perspective for a gained sense of clarity. Being clear about someone's emotions is something that's here. Creativity. Have fun, express yourself in new ways. we have divine counterpart, spread your wings, and balance. This may be a divine counterpart, but you may not be. It may be like, I don't know if anybody believes in this or not, so I'm just going to say what I feel. I feel like there's divine counterparts that we have in a lifetime that may be with us for a really long time, but they don't last. But it is somebody that it's in our life that has a profound effect on who we are. And that's why it's divine. So that's what I feel here. And it could be, with that being said, that there's this idea of juggling too many things at once, finding time to yourself, balance, counterpart, a divine connection sent to you from the angels, and spread your wings, confidence that leads to freedom and growth. I think whatever happened here in this situation, what it's meant to do or supposed to do is to help you to identify with yourself where you lack balance or peace, and bring that into accountability so that you can have confidence and freedom and grow and expand from that. This is like a connection that's meant to teach you a lot about yourself, and that sometimes comes with not the best feelings, right? Not the best feelings. This is like an understanding too of what you're capable of giving and receiving when it comes to who you are, when it comes to what you want. But definitely seeing certain things about yourself that need to come into balance. This is a connection that will teach you how to kind of love yourself. And it's through the love that you have for each other. Stress. You know, it's funny, I was just thinking, that card says cleanse, detox from unnecessary commitments. I was just thinking a while ago, you know, it's kind of nice. I've been doing things here and there on the weekends. My younger ones are gone this weekend. It's just me and my oldest. And yesterday I spent like a whole day just kind of, I did a little work, but really just kind of relaxed and made some soup, cleaned up the house a little bit, just kind of nurturing myself, I guess. I needed that time. And today I got up and I was like, it was raining outside, slow rolling thunder, you know. This is the best. And I was like, you know what, I'm gonna spend another day like I did yesterday. I feel like I deserve it. So that's what I'm doing. Just hanging out and just enjoying my home, I guess. Okay. But it's needed, you know, cleanse and detox from unnecessary commitments. Sometimes our lives just get so chaotic. Some of us don't have the time to be able to sit and relax like that, you know. But every chance that you get, I feel like it would be necessary for you to take a second and do something for yourself. What advice do you have? Helps us to clear our state of mind to, you know, block everything out. Not really block it out. Like I turn things off, you know, I just turn everything off. I either escape to some movie or something, or I just kind of work on something there. It keeps my hands busy, like putting a puzzle together or something like that. But it's just giving your mind a rest. I think that's important. Number 34, trust in the divine purpose. This experience has divine meaning. Healing will come. Know that you're on the path for growth. See? Told you. Okay. Whew. Let's get a postcard from Spirit to close for y'all, and then we'll get some charms from the box. I'm not surprised that I'm emotional in your reading, because you do have the big emotions. Remember we talked about that? Okay. All right. We have with love. Okay, here we go. Dearest you, a rigid tree branch, let me try that again. A rigid tree branch breaks under strong winds, yet flexible seaweed survives powerful ocean swells. Right now, we gently remind you that being flexible is a good choice when faced with life's challenges. Surrender your fixed ideas to Spirit of who knows what is in your highest for your highest good and can deliver to you what you need in an appropriate form. In this moment, rather than fighting or being too sure of the way of working out, be a little looser and allow for another outcome. Compromise can be the best way forward if you are to learn new ways of doing things and doing things and seeing. Stay aware, curious, and teachable. Take life on life's terms. Your purpose may push you into a direction not on your path. Let it. Be so flexible that no storm can uproot you. In the end, you will still be rooted in the world in abundance, and you will indeed experience the beauty that is yours. We love you so much. Okay. Okay, let's get some charms and initials. I know I paused on there for a second. Okay, so let's see what charms come out. So y'all have the owl, which I love the owl. It's my favorite. So there's this idea of being smart or being wise. There's also this branch that's here, this supportive energy that's here. You're supported. We have a cycle that's in the bowl. So something's coming to a close, or a cycle can be coming to a close here. You have a butterfly, a yellow and green butterfly, which I actually saw a yellow butterfly yesterday. So transformation is something that's there. The green can be the heart chakra. The yellow can be the solar plexus. So that divine counterpart is coming into play, having a significant effect on you in some way. And when it comes to your, your self-esteem, your confidence, when it comes to who you are as a person, and then your heart chakra with being, through the love that you have for this person. That's like what I said before. You have Eeyore. So feeling down or sad or out, letting yourself have that time. Just let yourself have that time. Yeah. It's funny because we all love Eeyore. He's always so down, but we always still love him. And he also says really wise, smart things every now and then. You're like, did he just say that? Makes you think, But slowing down could be a part of that as well. So you have the close pin. So putting a pin in something, or I don't know, I feel like sometimes it's necessary to disconnect, or necessary to kind of put a pin in something. That could be something that's here. Okay, let's see what initials y'all get. You also have you become what you believe, and you have lollipop. So I feel like that you're going to get some kind of opportunity to some kind of good reward or opportunity here for you guys, or this is something that could be rewarding, right? Okay. So you have two F's, a V, you have an S, and an M or a W. You have two O's, an H. There's your M and your W. You have a L and an I. Okay. I heard so much in my head. Alright guys, so I'm going to leave you here. So thank you so much for being here. Thanks for all your love and support and kindness. Of course, I hope this helps. And good luck, and I hope to see you soon. Bye. Hey, Paul 2. So what do you need to know? Okay, so there's something to do here with not being able to see your happiness because, or needing to focus on what you have, or needing to focus on your current state. And block out distractions. With these headphones here, there's something to do with blocking out the static and focusing on what you have, or focusing on your happiness here. Okay, so let's see what this is about. And I am going to use let's use the love oracles for y'all. See where this takes us. Okay. So pile 3. What does pile 3 need to know at this time? What does pile 3 need to know at this time? We have fated meeting. Okay. What does pile 3 need to know at this time? We have soulmate. Okay. What does pile 3 need to know? We have anxiety and ex-lover. Let's get one more. 2 more came out. We have healing relationship, and storm warning is at the bottom. Okay, healing relationship, anxiety, soulmate, fated meeting, healing relationship. Oh. Okay, I'm going to use the, this is the Tarot Royal Luxe. Okay. What are we looking at here? What are we looking at? Okay. You have a Knight of Pentacles. What are we looking at here, soulmate? You have a Queen of Pentacles. Anxiety. You have a King of Cups. Ex-lovers. You have Justice in reverse. Healing relationship. Page of Wands. There's somebody here that's interested perhaps in healing a relationship. There's someone here that feels like something is unfair or unjust. Someone's having some anxiety around this, and there could be this fated meeting that occurs or takes place. I think this is 2 different people. But let me see. Why is the Knight of Pentacles here? You have the Hanged Man. This is a determination here. Both of these are about determination. It's Pisces energy with the Hanged Man. Why is the Queen of Pentacles here? You have the Sun, seeing someone clearly, finding joy here in something, being excited about something. What's this Queen? What's the King of Cups here? Seeing something clearly. You have the Magician. Leo, Gemini, Virgo, Libra, Taurus, Scorpio. 9 of Wands. There's some difficulty here around someone's karma. What? Why is the Page of Wands here? The 4 of Pentacles in the reverse. There's somebody here that's interested or that's wondering if a relationship is worth healing or if you've released them. If it's like done and over with, right? And there may be somebody else here. Hanged Man, the Knight of Pentacles, Death in reverse. I think there's somebody that's kind of stuck on wanting to repeat a cycle here. Scorpio energy. Or afraid of change. This can be somebody's determined. This could be somebody that's determined to keep you stuck, so just be careful of that. You have the Ace of Wands in the reverse. So this is like, I think somebody's afraid you no longer have a desire to, you no longer desire them. You no longer see them in the same way. You're no longer attached to them in some way. Why is that? Well, whoa. I was just thinking in my head a storyline back here with that Hanged Man energy. King of Wands in reverse, Empress in reverse, Six of Swords, the reevaluation, the give and take, the knowledge. Oh. There's something to do with some kind of deception that's here. What is this King of Cups with the Magician? Somebody's trying to manifest the Fool. I think there's somebody here that may have tried to get you to chase them. And I think that I don't think that you are. I think that they feel like that they've just lost the opportunity here with you, or you no longer desire them. Justice in reverse, Nine of Wands. The Five of Cups. The X. I think that some of y'all have an ex here that is regretting not doing the right thing when they had the opportunity or chance. Page of Wands is a message. So some of y'all may be receiving some kind of message here. Four of Pentacles in the reverse. That's the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. There's a message here around whether or not, like, interested in healing a situation and whether or not you can move past it or make progress here. And the Moon. Being afraid of this. I think someone feels like that they're afraid that something's too far gone. That's what this feels like. A fated meeting. There's someone, for some of you, this Knight of Pentacles. There's the Seven of Wands. That's determined here to defend, to protect. Death in reverse. Guys, and Nine of Swords in reverse. Hold on. Yeah, the Three of Swords. And the Three of Cups. This is somebody that's worried about you moving in a different direction. Somehow or another, for some of you, maybe they've caught wind of this. You may have had some kind of encounter here or meeting with someone. I think that this is someone that may be trying to change a situation or not wanting something to end in some kind of way. This feels like somebody trying to string you along, so you're aware of that. I think this is someone that feels like you no longer desire them. They may have tried to get you to chase them in some kind of way. Maybe you haven't. But this is like someone that is feeling like you no longer think about them or desire them in any kind of way. You're no longer worried about losing an opportunity with them. There is this understanding of manifesting, trying to manifest some sort of worry or anxiousness in you, and that's where I'm getting that trying to get you to chase kind of energy here. And that hasn't been playing out here for this person. Something hasn't been playing out in the way that they thought that it would. And so they're sitting in this Three of Swords and this Five of Cups where they're regretting their actions or regretting the way that they played something out. That Three of Cups in the reverse could mean there was another energy here, but it's also about like breaking yourself free, really, or distancing yourself. I think that has kind of backfired on this person. This is someone that's having a difficult time because they feel like their karma in this situation could be that you no longer desire them in any kind of way. I think this person's kind of interested to see if this can be healed here or not, or if you're closed off to trying to move forward or make some kind of progress here. And I think they're afraid of this. Like, especially if they're afraid of you getting in another relationship here, which I feel like for some of you, you may have had some kind of encounter or destined meeting here with someone. The Knight of Pentacles is here, that changes your way of thinking about this past situation. I think this person knows it. This is like when someone knows that you're fixing to meet your person, and then this person's gonna treat you really good, and that's their karma. And through this person treating you in a particular way, they know that the way they're treating you, you're never gonna, just let that go, or you would never like take them over that. This is someone I feel like that maybe my nose is itching like crazy. This is someone I feel like that may be trying to get in the way of that, trying to block you from moving on. I think this person thought you would come towards them. Maybe you've done that before. They had some kind of idea of that. That's not playing out. They're trying to manifest that. It's not playing out. And there's regret around that. What's going to happen here moving forward? Temperance. Sagittarius. Ten of Swords in the reverse. Oh. And the Star, Aquarius energy. Healing. There's healing here. I don't know if it's with or without this person. Ten of Wands just came up too. There's an ending here. There's healing that's here. Temperance and the Star together. You have the Knight of Wands in the reverse with the King of Pentacles and the Two of Wands. There's someone that chose wrong here. Someone chose the wrong way of doing something, a plan. They planned something, they moved forward with it, and it didn't work the way that they thought it would. This person may do things by manipulation, or trying to find a sense of security through manipulating others. That's how they kind of gauge their sense of security. What's going to happen here? You have Temperance here with the Ten of Swords in reverse and the Star and the Ten of Wands. There is healing that's here. This is like healing and moving on or moving forward. But this Ten of Wands can be like taking responsibility, but it's also like healing is here, but then there's still this like weight that you're carrying from this experience. Some of you may be moving on here to someone else. This person, either they can see this, they sense it, I don't know, but they don't want that to happen. Why? Why don't they want that to happen? Well, it's the Eight of Wands in reverse, or Eight of Wands upright. It's a very fast-moving energy. They don't want something to change. They're not ready for something to change yet. Who is this Knight of Pentacles? Who is this? Is there someone new here? Who's this? There's that Two of Wands in reverse. There might be somebody here that you're kind of indecisive about. Four of Wands. There's somebody here, maybe somebody else here, that you're indecisive about, but you see the potential in that with that person. You may be getting together, having, coming together or dating or something. There's something that's there. You see potential with this person being some kind of solid, secure, comfortable foundation, for you. Okay. Some of you, this might be a moving, but there's definitely this idea of kind of a little bit indecisive, but having a choice towards some sort of foundation, opportunity. What do you need to know the most about this person? Chariot in reverse. This may be somebody that's dependent, or depends on you. You have a Knight of Swords. This is somebody that's coming in very quickly, and it's out of fear. King of Pentacles. It's a fear of you committing to someone else. Two of Swords. It's a fear of you committing to someone else and blocking them off or out. That's where this reaction's coming from. We have a Knight of Wands in reverse, or King of Wands in reverse. Leo, Capricorn, Cancer. That King of Wands being in reverse is telling me this person is acting out of their frustrations. Yeah, I landed on the Five of Wands, so there's, and the Judgment. There's, in the Eight of Cups in reverse, and the Empress in reverse. There's someone here that feels like this is someone that's coming in wanting to battle the choice that you're making, or wanting to battle for a renewal or something like that. Not wanting you to walk away or detach emotionally here, because this is someone I feel like is dependent on you in some way. Let's see what the this person would say. I feel like this is similar to, I can't really say that. Actually, what would this person say? Ooh, okay. Boundaries. Firm boundaries are needed now. What would this person say? Do I still have a chance? What would this person say? I'll watch your social media. If you already have boundaries with this person, this is someone that knows as soon as you get with somebody else, then there really will be some boundaries there. These cards are coming out very aggressive. I don't want to know. This is also somebody that's saying if there's another relationship there, it's like they can't, almost like they can't handle it, you know. Your body language says so much. And I need to focus on my healing. What else? I would do it all again. I need security and I have trouble with intimacy here. This person has a hard time telling you what they need. This is someone, I said that before, a sense of security. This is someone that doesn't want to lose that here. Definitely. Okay, let's get some advice. Yeah, let's get some advice. What do you need to know? You may be trying to tune this person out, trying to focus on yourself or focus on your own happiness. What you need to know is that there's somebody that's coming in, they're determined to kind of get their way here, or determined to try to change a situation or prevent it from changing. They want to be in control. They may see you being happy, seeing you in a place to where you're kind of getting over some things. And this is someone that's tried to manipulate the circumstances or try to get you to come to them in some way. That's not happening. This person's regretting now the decision of how they kind of maneuvered through this or did things. This is someone that I feel like that you are, you're fixing to heal from this situation. This feels like you're closing this cycle out here with this person. For some of you, you may have someone new that's coming in, which is one of this person's biggest fear, because then you're going to have these boundaries up here. So this person could be coming towards you, making a move to try to heal the situation. This is someone that's wondering if they still have a chance here with you, or seeing if the door's still kind of open there somewhat. This is someone that doesn't want to let you go. They don't want to let you go. They may not want to let you go as an option for them. You give this person or provide some kind of sense of security here. This person's not been happy. And they may have known that they kind of crossed the line here with you. But this is really, guys, someone that really knows that if you make that final decision and put those boundaries up, they'll never have a chance with you again, or they'll never be able to get anything with you again or from you. Yeah, releasing desperation, number 23. Free yourself from the past mistakes by forgiving yourself for what you have done or went through. I think this is where you're at. I think this is supposed to be advice. I think this is exactly where you are. And when you're free your mind and the rest will follow, it started playing in my head when I said that. Release desperation. So freeing your mindset from this situation is what you're doing. And I think this energetically, this other person's kind of picking up on that. Now that song's just going to be playing in my head. We have children here, could be important to the connection, number 42. You may be called to nurture a child or tend to your own inner child. Create opportunities focused around play. I think there's just protecting yourself here, to be honest. It feels like it's just an overall energy of needing to protect yourself in the situation. Free your mind and the rest will follow. Just keeps playing in my head. Okay. What else? We have, they are the one. You already have met the romantic partner that you seek. Some of you may be fixing to have, if you haven't already, some of you are already there. You may be fixing to meet your person, like the person that you may be with for a long time. Divine timing is part of this. Be patient while the things are unfolding. This connection is worth the wait. Reconciliation is here. See, someone from your past is or will be returning to your life soon. Right when you are either meeting someone new or you're in a connection with someone new, there's somebody from your past that's going to pop back in because they don't want you to move on. Some of you, it's not that. It's just they sense somebody new's coming in, and this could be their last chance or opportunity to have anything at all with you. It's an energetic thing, I feel like. But y'all, keep in mind, we're fixing to go into Mercury retrograde. Boundaries again at the bottom. You need to teach people how to treat you by being clear on what you will and won't allow. Yeah. There's this call here for you to kind of tune something out, right? Tuning something out. And that's what I think you've been doing. Confirmation. Releasing this this desperation here for something. Pressing matters. A pressing problem, need, or issue has to be dealt with immediately. It's time to focus on what's important. Be careful of this person coming towards you and trying to insist or insinuate that, this reconciliation would be what's the best thing. Just make sure, even if those are the circumstances, you still manage to keep up your boundaries here. Don't let people treat you in a certain kind of way and then just allow them to come back around or come back in. Use it as a lesson to protect yourself in this moving forward. There's somebody else here, though. I want to get a card for that. Let's do it. Let's do it. What is this? Oh, we have wedding and nurture. I'm telling you. What is this fated meeting? Tell me about that. Baggage. So, okay, this is the past person here. Emotional baggage can weigh you down. Weigh down a relationship. Unpack it. Tell me about the newer energy that's here or coming in. Abundance. Open your heart to receive abundance. Love the universe. Oh, wait. To receive the abundant love the universe has to offer you. So this is kind of you being able to finally release that last bit of emotional baggage that you have from this past circumstances, so that when this new person comes in here, then you'll be open to receive what they have to offer here. Apologies. So for some of you, this may be an apology someone's coming in with. Never underestimate the power of a heartfelt apology. And falling fast. Love happens quickly, but don't lose yourself in the process. And illusions. Be careful of this, okay? Be careful of this. Don't let this person mess this up for you. Don't let this person mess this up for you. Some of you, I try to correct myself because I know that like everybody's going to choose different things and you have different lessons, and there's no two of the same experiences really that are going on. They're all unique to their own experience. But for some of you, what you need to know here is that you have some emotional stuff that you're still carrying around. And so if someone comes back around during this, probably Mercury retrograde, but if someone comes back around here at a time when you are opening yourself up to new things, new abundance, new opportunities, you're ready for that. Be careful of how sensitive you are around this person, because you could fall into these illusions here, back in with this person very easily, just with this apology here, okay? Just be careful of this. You can fall back with them easily with these illusions. Beware of love's illusions. See reality clearly. This person may have a way of just knowing what to say, what to do, who you are, what you need to hear. Just be careful of this, because I do feel like you have some abundance coming in. And the reason this is coming back around is because this person knows where you're at. They know, like, energetically, they can pick up on where you probably are as far as letting go of this situation altogether. And it's like they're coming back around right at that pivotal moment when you're fixing to gain some kind of abundance, you know, get what it is that you've been waiting for. And this is like a test right here at the end of this to see if you've learned, you know, where your boundaries sit here with this person or not. We have Star. Your hope and optimism are a powerful love magnet for you right now. So yeah, you're ready for something. Wedding is underneath that. And secrets. Something is hidden from you. Someone isn't being truthful. Be careful what this person, what kind of illusion they try to create. This past person. How they build, you know, that illusion up of what you want to hear. Okay. Alright. Alright, let's get some charms and initials. So, let's see what we have. Y'all, sorry about my squeaky old chair. It's just, I need to get some new screws for it. My son was in my chair the other day and just wiggled his little butt round and around till the screws fell out. So I gotta replace them. Okay, let's see what we have here. So you have this little, this is an earring cuff. I don't even know how I got in the box, but there it is. But it can be like feeling tied to someone, you know, or feeling bound. Don't feel bound by someone. We have our reunion, renewal, rest. We have Eeyore here. So this may be how someone's coming towards you with Eeyore. The Eeyore kind of sad energy, you know, sad energy. We have the hashtag here, so there's more under the surface. This person may not be telling you the full truth. You have this Daisy here with the smiley face. I don't know, doesn't this look like the ones on Plants vs. Zombies? Like, don't the daisies, or is it the suns? I can't remember, I haven't played it for so long. But isn't that what they have to eat to grow or whatever? Anyway. There's something to do with growth and expansion, you know, and not letting someone come and stomp on you. Your growth and expansion. So you have the green butterfly, which came out in the other pile, and I said the green is like the color of the heart chakra, and the yellow is the solar plexus, so it's like having confidence in yourself and where your heart is or what your heart deserves. Okay, so we have X, S, R, G, O. Look, you have grow. You're right there. And W, or an M, and another G. Okay. That's funny. Alright guys, I'm going to leave you right here, okay? So thank you so much for being here. Thanks for all your love and support and kindness, of course. I hope this helps. Good luck, and I hope to see you soon. Bye. Hey, pile 3. So if you chose the big pink donut with sprinkles and arms and legs and eyes and a mouth, I'm drinking some coffee here. That's what we're looking at. So, what does this mean? So we're talking about what you need to know. So there may be something here to do with getting an opportunity, but being calm about it. This could have to do with bringing in some great big love, or some kind of conversation here. There's a sense of like getting something really good out of being calm. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull some oracle cards to start, And I'm feeling drawn, unfortunately. I feel drawn to the what's the tea, so go ahead and keep in mind that, oh, look at that, an offer, holding a cup of coffee. So anyway, keep in mind sometimes these can be a little harsh, or just let me explain, you know, because sometimes the word itself isn't the same as what I'm getting and picking up on intuitively. Okay. Pile 3. What is the donut here? What does this mean? What does pile 3 need to know? We have love on the brain. And broke ass. Wasn't expecting that. Going to take that one too, I guess. Thief. I don't know why this is coming to mind, but I have to say it. There's a movie, and I can't think of the name of it, but it's got Jennifer Aniston in it. And this guy that she works with convinces her to go to a church group. And so she decides she's going to go, and she pulls in the parking lot with her husband, and then they decide not to go last minute, and they're backing out when her friend's walking out and sees them. And the next day he said, what were you doing? Her name is Jolene, I think. What were you doing, Jolene? Like, I came out to the parking lot. Next thing I know, I see you and your husband driving off like a bunch of thieves in the night. I don't know why that is going through my head right now, but when I saw thief, that's what I thought of. Okay. I don't know what that's about. Drama starter. Well, that could be part of it, I guess. Let's see what else. Happiness hater. Got a happiness hater here. Alright. Uninterested at the bottom. Oh boy. Okay. Someone's trying to steal your thunder here. And running away like a thief in the night. There's something to do with that story, you know, it being like it was a good idea to begin with. It was a good idea, but it doesn't end well. There's third party energy all over this. Okay. Something happened. I don't know what yet, but there's this feeling here of something going on here behind the curtain. And someone kind of hating on that. Someone may have stepped out of a relationship here. For some of you, this could be something that's here. And if that's the case, there's someone that's no longer interested here. No facts. You don't have all the facts here. I have enough. That's what she said. Look at the way she's looking like. Never has the facts, makes stuff up, and lies. This is someone that you may be seeing someone else as like this, so you're no longer interested. Just started pouring outside. Okay, so somebody messed up. Like they weren't getting what they needed somewhere, and they decided to go elsewhere to get what it was that they needed. And this started some drama here. And now you have someone here that sees it. It's hating on this. Okay. Here we go. Y'all ready for this? I don't know what is going on here. This is not the donut in the conversation that we were looking for. Love on the brain. Daydreaming, fantasizing, dreaming, nostalgia, not having what you need, broke ass. Page of Swords, the 5 of Wands, yeah. Okay. Let's do one more. This is the Alice in Wonderland Tarot. Thief. robbed, lost, theft, physical or emotional. Maybe somebody actually did rob you in some way. With that broadcast there, looking in your wallet, and you're like, holy hell, they just robbed me. Maybe that is the case here, you know. Daydreaming about this in some kind of way. Drama, starting drama here. Happiness hater, hating on your happiness. We're going to figure this out. This feels very complicated. Why is the love on the brain here? I pulled 2 cards. We're going to start with the 7 of Cups, which is the same thing, same daydreamy energy, fantasizing. You have the Hermit here in reverse, Virgo energy, broke ass, 3 of Swords, and the Fool. That has naivety all over it. Like someone was naive to a situation here. Got taken advantage of. Thief. 2 of Swords is there. So blocking something off or out. 9 of Pentacles. Protecting yourself and staying away or blocking someone out. Drama starter. The 4 of Cups and the 4 of Pentacles. Needing to protect yourself from some kind of drama that's going on here. Needing to protect or secure yourself here. Not wanting to repeat some kind of cycle. Maybe keeping something to yourself. Happiness hater. 7 of Swords in the reverse. The Strength here. That's interesting. Leo energy's there. Okay, Page of Wands. Death in reverse. Three of Wands. Star, Aquarius energy. The Magician in reverse. The 5 of Cups is at the bottom. There's definitely a feeling of being manipulated here in a situation. Happiness hater. Having to be strong here. Feeling manipulated in a situation. Something's coming out into the open about somebody. Waiting for the right opportunity. Or an opportunist. 9 of Pentacles, 3 of Wands, 2 of Swords, Thief. Changing. Being heartbroken here. She took a risk that didn't play out. Someone took advantage. The Page of Wands. The Hermit in reverse is not being able to see things clearly or not having the facts to be able to do the introspection. The 7 of Cups can be like just being in a fairy tale world, you know, being in La La Land. Being curious here about this. Okay, so what are we saying here? There's somebody that's here that has been thinking about how there's this emotional confusion around what something really is. Like, this is someone that's thinking about something deeper. So it's like, I wonder what was really happening there. I wonder what really happened in that situation. I don't know why, but there's something that's caught this person's interest into wanting to think like this. We have Empress energy. Could be coming from a mother figure, a wife. Something like this. I wonder why. I wonder what happened here. There's someone that's like in this thought process. Like, I wonder what this was about. There was a nudge from something or someone that's making them think this, where they feel like they don't have all the information. Repeating a cycle. Page of Pentacles. Not learning your lesson and repeating a cycle is something that's here. Taking a risk. This is like somebody going, is this too risky? Am I going to repeat a cycle that I've already experienced? Is this a learning lesson for me? Do I need to make a different choice here? So someone may be separating themselves from someone because they feel like they're not ready, or they don't have what they need here for this, or they don't agree, or they feel like it would just be a hard lesson. I don't know, something's kind of coming out here about someone that's hard to miss. So there's distance that's being created here. Someone's distancing themselves. So if someone's been backing away from you here, 10 of Wands, or you've had to like kind of back away from someone, there's a decision here of like creating a distance between you and someone. Someone is either doing this to you or you're doing this to this person. Tell me about that Four of Cups here with the Four of Pentacles. Pull 2 cards. The Hierophant and the King of Cups. Taurus, Scorpio energy with drama starter. This is like something from the past catching up to you in some kind of way. I just tasted cookies. Like, what was that? Like a sugar cookie, you know, or something like that. Flour cookie or something. Anyway, this is like something catching up to you from your past. Something catching up to someone from their past. 7 of Swords, what is this about? Some kind of manipulation. Justice. Oh, justice is here. It's time to pay the piper. 4 of Wands in the reverse. This is like paying the piper here. Someone has created a foundation with cards. And that foundation is slowly but surely starting to be compromised due to something of the past and someone being aware or smart or having to look at something differently. Being nudged to kind of look at something differently. Yeah, judgment. Someone's having to face the truth of a situation. And there's a wedge that's being created. King of Wands. Page of Cups. It's how much somebody's willing to offer or give to a situation. It's like a huge red flag. And someone's creating distance there because they identify with a similar experience to their past that took from them. And so there's this wedge that's being created in distance. There could be even some sort of an apology around this or something. But this causes this other person to kind of sit in this energy of insecurity and to sit and kind of think about things. Think about past mistakes or how something's played out, how it's affected their current state of being, you know, how they've created something. You have a Knight of Pentacles here. This is someone that's having to look at themselves. You have a King of Swords, Aquarius energy, Libra's there too, and the Emperor. So this is someone that's having to look at themselves. This is someone that has been, maybe they've manipulated a situation in their past. They weren't happy, so they created some kind of false reality. But they're having to look at themselves, look in the mirror. You have an Empress and an Emperor energy out here. Who's this Empress and why are they bringing this Page of Wands? The 9 of Swords. Okay, so there's an Empress energy. I don't know if this is you, them, someone else. Feels like someone else. Mother, wife, sister, friend. I don't know. Someone's nudging them. Hey. Did you see this? Did you see this? Did you see what that they said? What does that mean, though? There's something here that's been like, just, rolled off of someone's back. They tried to not let it bother them or take them, and there's someone else that's next to them, close to them, that's saying, hey, I know you don't want this to bother you, or you're trying to stay away from the drama or whatever, but maybe you should take a deeper look at that. Or maybe you should kind of think about that a little different. Or maybe you should, I don't know, they're causing them to look at the cups and say, okay, what are in these cups actually? Do you see what I'm saying? There's a judgment here, like you're being called to kind of really look at the situation. And with that, there's some kind of realization that's taken place over how ridiculous something is, or how you're not being cautious, you're not being alert, you're not paying attention. Maybe you don't want to repeat the same cycle. It feels like somebody that's realizing that they're repeating a cycle that they've experienced in the past, and they're not paying attention to the clues or the red flags. And somebody is helping them see it. And then there's this wedge that's being created between two people. It's between two people, isn't it? Is it between two people? It's the Ace of Wands in reverse. So it's a lost opportunity that's here. There's the wedge. Ace of Wands in reverse. And the Eight of Swords in reverse. Because somebody feels like they're starting to get in their head. They're starting to get anxious. They're starting to get worried. They're starting to Nine of Swords, Eight of Swords in reverse. It's like, I can't really take this opportunity that's here because I don't know. I don't feel good about it. I feel weird about it. Things aren't lining up for me. Something's off here. And there's distance that's created from that energy. There's someone else here too that's kind of waiting for commitment, waiting for a contract, or waiting for some kind of security in the situation. And it's causing whoever that is to look at themselves and how they created something off of a false narrative or reality. Karma's here at play, and this particular person, I feel like, is really having to look at how they've maneuvered through a situation, or how manipulation has altered their own happiness in some way, how it's backfired on them in some way, Where even if someone doesn't have exact facts or truths or something like that here, they still aren't interested because of the drama that there's some kind of drama around this, that someone's like, you know what, I'm going to pass. Yeah, Ace of Pentacles, Two of Wands in reverse. This is someone that feels like they don't want to deal with that. It's like, this person, I don't feel like that they're being honest with me. Or I don't feel like, how is this person feeling about the situation here? Yeah, Three of Pentacles in reverse. There's non-committal here. Someone is, they can't work with someone. They can't do something with someone. They're not gonna get anywhere. There's no commitment here. There's disappointment in this. The World in reverse. This is someone that feels like, yeah, Queen of Pentacles in reverse. This would be a time waster here. Knight of Cups in the reverse. There's disappointment because there is these emotions that are here are growing. But the Nine of Cups is in reverse. This is someone that knows that eventually they won't be happy with this. This is someone that's looking at someone else and going, I know eventually you're not going to be happy with me or what we're experiencing, because either you're non-committal, or I know you have a past history of taking advantage of others, or something that's here, or there's drama that's being created here. Some way or another, someone's putting them distance from someone else, because they know that they're not someone that can work with them. And this is someone that wants to level up. This is someone that wants to be happy and move on to, you know, the next phase in their life or with this person. And they know that that will make them happy. Temperance. Yeah, see the way she's looking at these two? She's looking at them. She's like, okay, what do I need here in this? This is someone that's recognizing the other person as somewhat of a time waster. And that if they do give to this emotionally, that they're just going to end up disappointed. Knight of Swords in the reverse. I don't know whose energy this is. I don't know whose story this is. This is just what I'm reading. I don't know where you are in this relationship or this scenario, right? I'm just reading. Yeah, there's the stop. 8 of Pentacles in reverse. It's taking a break. So someone that's asking, I just need to take a break. I think we just need to separate, or I think we just need to kind of distance ourselves from one another. I'm starting to not feel comfortable here about the way things are playing out, or the information I have, or stuff I'm seeing, or whatever, your actions. I'm starting to not feel good about it. This is someone that's asking for peace and compromise. What's going to happen? Shall we? Shall we be nosy on what's going to happen here? What's going to happen here moving forward? Date? What's going to happen here moving forward? Unexpected? What's going to happen here moving forward? Travel and spiritual awakening. Roll the dice. Take a chance. Risk. Leap of faith. Proposal. Okay, so this could be somebody that goes to great lengths to try to, you know, keep a situation together. If that's not the case, then I feel like the other person is going to surprisingly take a chance and meet someone. I feel like this feels like somebody that comes in and tries, right? And they're like, I'm just going to take a chance, and I've had this happen to me before, actually. I'm going to take a chance, and I'm just going to roll the dice here and ask them to marry me, and that will give them a sense of security for now until I can, you know, so that at least they won't go anywhere, right? That's what this feels like. I feel like before this person gets a chance to do that, even if they're thinking about it, I feel like somebody else comes into the picture here. Or, if that's not the story, it's almost like someone separates themselves from someone else, and then that person kind of goes off and finds someone that is willing to commit or be loyal or give back in the same way. And this may be shocking surprise, but this pushes this other person to look at themselves. It pushes the other person to face judgment, face justice, you know. It's asking, this is a call for someone to step up. The Emperor. King of Swords. This is a weird way for this reading to come out, because I feel like I'm sitting here telling you the story of a situation. I don't even know where you're at in this story. Let's see what advice we have. I have no idea where you're at in this story. This could be some, you know, with this right here, this could be something that you see or you catch wind of. And you think, well, I hope that person learned their lesson. What's advice here for pile 3 with this craziness? Yeah, you could be the one sitting here just relaxed, drinking your cup of coffee and seeing this go down. We have keep the door open. Don't be so focused on the closed door that you don't see the ones which are open in front of you. which I feel like it's what somebody's doing here. Reconciliation, someone from your past is or will return into your life. This could be something that's going on with somebody that may actually come back around to you. Hoping that you have the door open still. This may be something that you wanted to know about this person. Patience and pay attention to the signs. You may have been catching wind of this anyways, like some things need to be dealt with before this connection can manifest, and the synchronicities that you've been noticing are not coincidences. Boundaries is at the bottom. You need to teach people how to treat you by being clear on what you will and won't allow. There's somebody here that's very firm in their boundaries and what they will and won't allow. And they're picking up on some stuff. I do feel like they have some kind of guidance with that, though. I don't think that they just like became aware to this on their own. This feels like somebody that's like, well, it feels like my sister would be right there, you know, nudging me saying, well, you think maybe though, he is sleeping with his ex, you know? That was a real thing, but anyway. Yeah, it just feels like somebody's kind of giving somebody else a nudge in some way. And it's kind of opening the door for that person to look deeper than where they are. They may be in this kind of fantasy world, you know? It's like, well, my sister trying to get me to convince me that I'm like not in reality, like trying to slowly kind of pull me back to, you know, out of it. So this may be somebody doing this to someone else, but I feel like they figure it out or they come out of it because they do put distance here. And then this other person starts to feel somewhat kind of lonely in a way. It's causing them to have to look at themselves. They may come back around here for reconciliation. We're fixing to go in Mercury retrograde, so it's going to come up in these readings. Having patience here, though, and pay attention to the signs is important. And boundaries are very important. You need to teach people how to treat you and what you will and won't allow. With that being said, let's get some advice. This person may kind of shockingly appear too with unexpected in date and travel, spiritual awakening, like coming to you with an epiphany. Number 17, it's time to play, working too hard and worrying about everything. Seek out joyous experiences to bring balance into your life. Just couldn't read that whole card, could we? Number 2, angels of healing are with you now. A time of healing is about to bless your life. Accept Archangel Raphael's emerald green light when I enhance your strength. Why I enhance your strength. So there's a truth here. Speaking your truth, upholding your truth, or making a decision and standing by that, I feel like to protect your heart here is where it's at. If that makes sense. Okay. All right. Let's get some charms from the charm box here. We all got a lot. Okay. So we have the wisdom of the owl. So definitely seeking advice, somebody giving advice, using your higher wisdom here. You have the worm. So metamorphosis, you know, change, growing. This is part of it. That bright green caterpillar, that's so cool because if y'all don't go look at my community page, I posted a bright green caterpillar, which was a moth caterpillar, that me and my son found, and actually went outside. I found one yesterday too. So anyway, that's pretty awesome. So there you go. It talks about growing in the darkness, you know, and the caterpillar's journey, of course. So you have the broken heart here, the charm that's I didn't even know I had this. It's a charm that's a heart split down the middle. So broken heart, carrying a broken heart here. You have the the ship here, so getting to a calmer place, moving through the emotions. You have an A. You have looks like the Ace of Pentacles always to me. So an opportunity. See this as an opportunity for growth, expansion, learning something, gaining a higher wisdom for something, seeing things clearly here, an ability to be able to see things clearly now, moving forward. And you have the pen here, so you can put a pause here if you want or if you need, knowing that you have the ability to do that. Okay. Wow. I pulled a lot. Okay, so you have the palm trees here, so having, again, a break could be important. But, you know, bending for a situation, not breaking, not allowing something to break you is important. You have the sock here, so a little girl could be important, or December could be important as well, needing to nurture yourself or, you know, get comfortable with where you are, something that's there, being more comfortable with yourself. Okay, you have, don't let your happiness depend on something that you may lose. You also have another heart here, so valuing your heart and protecting your heart. Okay, so we have a lot of initials. We have F, H, W, or M. They're both here. We have an O, an N, a Q, an A, a B, Z, F, Y, and R. Okay, so I hope this made sense. I read this kind of different, I feel like, but hope it made sense. Hope it helps. Ryan is right there. Anyway, so thanks so much, guys, for being here. Thanks for all your love and support, of course, and your kindness. I appreciate y'all very much, and I hope to see you soon. Bye. Hey, Pile 4. So y'all chose the old radio here. Now, first thing that came to mind when I saw this was something that you hear about the past. And this is what you're needing to know, is that you may be hearing something about the past. For others of you, this could be like a memory or maybe a song. Okay. All right. So I've been pulling different oracles for everybody. I'm kind of drawn to the answer oracles for y'all. So let's take a look and see what we got. Okay. These readings have been different, always. Okay, what do you need to know? Pile 4, what do you need to know? Hurricane. Okay, so with the radio here, this could be like a warning, or listening for that warning about something that's coming here. Some kind of upheaval, some kind of sudden event. Speeding is here. Surge, flow, addiction. Worth. Needing to uphold and stand in your worth and your value. Protecting something here, because something may be happening very quickly, or someone coming in very quickly that could kind of destroy maybe your progress or destroy where you're at in some kind of way. Father. This could be like a father figure, or kind of bring up a father wound. But there's this, again, this protective energy, needing to be more in this masculine energy so you can protect yourself. Purify. Clean up, sweep, clean, empty, and organize. Needing to take control and of where you are. Being more in a masculine energy is something that's important right here. Because I think you're fixing to go through an experience here that is going to test you, and you being able to kind of stand up for yourself or protect yourself in some sort of way, or protect what you have or what you've grown or how far you've come. And this is an opportunity, I feel like, to like purify yourself in some way. Okay. We have flirt at the bottom of the deck. Seduce lover in lust. Oh, good. I was thinking this is going to be like a simple reading. Okay. So I guess I'm going to use some cards I haven't used in a while. This is my fortune. I think it's called Fortune Teller Tarot. Okay. What is going on here? Someone may be coming in trying to seduce you. Trying to, progress, experience. Tell me about the hurricane here. What is this about? Pull 2 cards. We're going to start here with the 3 of Wands in the reverse. So this is something unexpected, of course. So is a hurricane. Hurricanes, though, you do get, or you should get a warning here about, you have a Knight of Wands in the reverse. So, okay. My God. Okay, hold on. Someone is coming towards you frustrated, upset, frustrated, scattered. There's scattered energy here. If this is you, this could just be saying, hey, you know, like, what's going on here with you? What's up with this destructive energy here? If you set a goal, kind of stick to that goal, you know. It's like you're being thrown off the radar. You're being thrown off track here by someone or a situation. So what is speeding? The 7 of Pentacles in the reverse. Cutting corners is something that's here. The 3 of Pentacles. Wasting time. This is somebody that wants to kind of work through something. Wants to commit, stay committed. Wants to collaborate. This can be a team. But you don't see, like, this is like quickly going nowhere, right? Speeding doesn't get you anywhere. Like, I just noticed this the other day. This guy was next to me, and I was driving home from out of town, and he was just hauling butt, right? Like, really bad. And I'm like, my God, you know, like, that's a little much, you know? You're going to hurt somebody. And it wasn't like 30 minutes later, and he ends up in the same spot I am. And I'm like, what did that really do, though? Like, really? Like, what did the speeding actually do? Because I caught up with you, and I wasn't speeding. Like, I'm right here. So what? It was like pointless. You know, it didn't get him anywhere. So it's kind of like what I'm feeling here. There's this commitment, teamwork, collaboration, but it's not getting you anywhere, or you don't see it as going anyplace. There's a lack of being able to see this being worth your time or energy. So for some of you, this could be someone that you're seeing like not worth your time or energy. For some of you, this is something that, see, there's an obstacle here of like the long-term vision or goal that you have. And there's a need to get somewhere fast, but what's that phrase? There's a need to get nowhere fast. That's what it feels like. And there's frustration around this. Like either getting nowhere with someone or you don't feel like you're getting anywhere. Wise worth here. Efforts will be rewarded. Within reach, success lies in hand. And you have a 10 of Cups here in reverse. And the 8 of fast moving energy here. Sagittarius, right? Speed, action, air travel, movement, swift change, going nowhere fast. I mean, the 10 of Cups is like worth here. You feel like something's right within your reach, but it's not aligned with, there's a misalignment here with your values or your morals in some way. For some of you, this is like a broken home or like not being happy here with how something is. It's changed. So what you once felt happy with or you were excited about, that's changed. There's been a big shift that's taken place, and it has to do with because of your worth and value, what you're worth, what your value is here. It's like not being, you feel like There's this feeling of not being appreciated or something not going anywhere, getting you anywhere, needing to take control of this. Make a decision here. Make a decision here to prioritize what's important. Prioritize your time. There's a deal here. There's a understanding here of time being relevant, time management. He has his hands out like he does, you know. Where am I going to spend my time and energy? Making a hard choice here, a difficult choice to adapt to a situation or to put more time or energy into something. This can also be like a situation that you feel like is not going anywhere, like you've changed your mind about how you're seeing it. There could be somebody else that's here that's saying, now, hold on. I can make this a priority. I can invest in this. I can move this along. Why is purity here? Ooh. Ten of Swords. Not using your time wisely. Ace of Swords in reverse. There's someone here that's not willing to accept like the truth of a situation. There's someone that, or this could be you, not willing to accept like how something is. It's like, I'm not accepting how this is. I'm not getting anywhere. I'm not reaching the goal that I want. This isn't going to work for me. Like, I'm not accepting this. And I need this to come to a close so I can try something elsewhere or move in a different direction. I'm not valued here. You know, you're not seeing my worth here. It's just, nothing's changing. I'm not happy here. This could also represent someone that doesn't want or is not seeing clearly that there is this ending that's here. Like this is an ending. Like they're not accepting this ending. They're confused by it even. There's a feeling of feeling blocked from being prioritized in any kind of way. And there's a really scattered energy around this. What's going to happen here with the Knight of Wands and the Three of Wands in reverse? This is like waiting for something that never occurs. The Moon here. But it's better to be aware. You know, it's better to be prepared than it is to not be prepared if this comes. Don't worry, I'll bring this all together. I'm just kind of spitting out what I feel. So there's a fear here around something not working out and a disaster taking place. So the 7 and the 3, you have 10, so 10 of Pentacles there. So working towards a goal is important, but not getting anywhere though. Going nowhere fast. Why is that 7 of Pentacles here in reverse? 3 of Pentacles. This is like using all your resources here, but not getting anywhere. Can be somebody also saying like, you know, I've tried everything. I've tried everything to try to see like a future here or try to reach a goal or try to invest, and it hasn't gotten me anywhere, you know. Why is the 10 of Cups in the reverse, 8 of Wands, 8 of Swords in the reverse? Getting out of your head about the situation. Being open to a new perspective. Maybe I'm not going to be happy here. Maybe I can't. Maybe this isn't going to give me what I need. Maybe this isn't what I'm worth, you know. Maybe I'm worth more than this. Like this is, whatever's happened here has opened someone up to a new perspective of how things could shift or change. And if that's a bad thing or a good thing, you know, maybe it is a good thing here. Ace of Wands just landed in my lap. So this is needing to make a choice. And with this choice, there may be something that you have to let go of. This is a difficult choice to make, but I need to prioritize myself here in this situation and protect myself in this idea that I have, or this potential that's here, or this opportunity for a new beginning. I need to protect myself. 10 of Swords, Ace of Swords in reverse. There could be somebody here coming clean about some sort of ending or betrayal. You have a Nine of Pentacles here in the reverse. It can be like somebody being greedy or using someone financially. It can be that. Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. This can also be like, I have to have a change here and start over or organize or be more diligent in some kind of way. Be more clear about my intentions or my actions because I'm not in a good place. I'm not in a comfortable place. I'm not satisfied. And this is someone else that can be saying, I'm not satisfied about this ending. I'm confused about it, and I don't want it to happen. It's kind of like flirting with the idea of how something can move forward or progress, or whether it can or can't. Dream. Is this a fantasy or nightmare? So for some of you, this has to do with work or your life in some way. For others of you, this will be about love. So just take it how it fits for your situation. This is what you're needing to know about. What do you really need to know about this, though? Heads up, I guess. Yeah, you're overthinking it. Don't overthink it. Four of Swords in the reverse. Don't burn yourself out either. If this has to do with work or whatever, I guess. Lack of progress here. Don't burn yourself out about this. Nine of Swords in the reverse. It's like, again, that independence or that needing to organize or needing to be more diligent or something like that here. Needing to shift your perspective here. Changing the way that your actions are something big here. Do something differently. Change your actions before you change your environment. I don't even know where that came from. Change your actions before you change your environment. You may feel like you're investing, but you may not be investing in the right way, you know? So try to change up your actions here before you change your environment, because you may be overthinking some things. You have that Six of Pentacles there in reverse. Yeah, that's a one-sided situation, a lack of reciprocity, lack of equal give and take that's there. You have to give if you want to receive. You know, it's that kind of feeling that's there. Knowing the balance in that and not just taking from a situation. If this is someone, it's like not allowing someone not to be too generous with someone, not to be just selfless giving, you know. That needs to change. Don't overthink it. Do what's right for you. Don't overthink your ability to do something here either. Don't overthink your ability to take control of a situation. Yeah. It may not be easy to do something differently. It may not be easy to change your perspective here either. It'll definitely test you, but you'll gain courage from this experience, that's for sure. Four Wands here. Make peace with the fact of something may not end up giving to you in the way that you want, or at least at this time. It's asking for you to make peace with that. Make peace with where you are, too, is something that's here. Some of you, there's this idea of when something starts to feel uncomfortable or you start to feel like there's an imbalance, instead of working on where the imbalance is and trying to figure it out, there may be a tendency to run away from it altogether and just start something brand new somewhere else. This could be in love, you know. This could also just be in your life in general. This could be in career even. Like something starts to go off and you're like, and you go somewhere else instead of like trying to do something differently first to see how it would go. And this is just a call for you to maybe you should, before you kind of take off here. There's the Six of Swords. Take a look here in this and see how maybe you could do something differently. If this is a relationship, this is recognizing when something's imbalanced and doing something about it to get yourself to a calmer place. And knowing that that's a difficult thing to do, changing someone else's perspective or even your own. But peace is a priority here. And if something's not giving you this peace, then, move away from it. Move away from it. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Okay. Okay. Boy, I feel like that just kind of all came out quick. Yeah, we're only at 18 minutes. See if there's anything else that you are needing to kind of be aware of in this situation or any other situation. Real quick. Anything they need to just be aware of here. The Lovers and imprisonment. Not being stuck in a situation. Not allowing yourself to be kind of stuck here. The 15 is the Devil in tarot. So toxic attachment. This could even be just with this, if this is where you are, where you live, your location, or it's wherever is not working out. Not keeping yourself stuck in that position. Mature woman. So being mature in a situation, and not keeping yourself stuck there. Official person at the bottom. But doing what you need to do to get yourself away from that. You're not stuck here, right? You have a choice, is what this is basically saying. Do the right thing for yourself here. You may feel like you have to do something or have to do something for someone else. It's saying don't feel like you're obligated. Don't feel like you're stuck in this situation. Do what's best for you. Even if this has to do with your career, it's changing the way you go about doing things. Maybe you have somebody there that's like really overutilizing you in some way and you can't get your own stuff done. You have to go tell that person like, hey, back off. I got my own stuff I got to take care of. But it's asking you to step up, and put your foot down here in a way. You're not as stuck as you think you are. Things can change here. You're the change. Look, get your power back. Number 23, pray from the heart. Prayer can really move mountains. Reach out to the divine with your heart's concerns and watch miracles unfold. And then you have, get your power back. You have forgotten who you are. You are a child of the divine, so take back your power. Yep, that's what I feel. Okay. Just kind of let someone or something kind of take the idea of you having power over yourself in the situation away from you. And I think that's what you're needing to realize, is that you have more choices in the matter than you think. You're not bound by anything. Okay. So one of these came out in the other pile too. This is an ear cuff, and I just put it in the bowl because it has a piece missing. But it's almost like not holding yourself captive, not holding yourself, or maybe some of you need to hold yourself accountable, depending on the situation. But then you also have the little minion, Dr. Minion. So taking care of yourself, looking at something closely, is there. Healing. Okay, so you have the deer in the bowl. So being gentle with yourself, being gentle or being tender with yourself. And then you have the Tigger here, so being all over the place. Tigger kind of bounces all over the place, and it's like, can you just focus on one thing? Can you just be still for a second? Just like needing to buckle down and kind of focus on that one thing. It's like maybe some of you've tried to like think of something or do something in a multitude of different ways, and there's just one way that you're needing to see it, and stay on that mindset of that one way of seeing it. Because I think you may be overthinking here in something, or getting into too many things at once. Just focusing on one thing is where it's at. And I don't know what I even mean by that. You have the pin here. It's came out in almost every bowl. But put a pin in it, or take a rest, or take a second. Is something that is there. Okay, let's see what initials we got. We have, what is that? Oh, you have the hamburger and the blueberries. So blueberries and hamburger. Doing what's best for you or doing what's good for you is something that's really here. And that hamburger is like, be all you can be. I don't know why that popped up my head, but it's like taking on a lot. Like, you know, hamburgers can be really good, but have you ever noticed, like, sometimes if you do put too much on a hamburger, it's really hard to eat. You can't really eat it like a hamburger. So don't take on too much. Just pick, like, your favorite things and go with that. I don't even know what that means. We have MWH. There's 2 H's, actually. 2 N's here, too. We have a P, an R, and a Y, and a C, and a U. CPR, right there, look. UCPR. Maybe you're learning, or you need to learn how to do CPR. I don't know. Okay. Y is right there. Maybe you're asking too many questions. HR is there too, so. All right, I'm going to leave y'all here. Thanks so much for being here. Thanks for all your love and support and kindness. Of course, I hope this helps. Good luck, and I hope to see you soon. Bye.